from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield and the Indianapolis Colts versus Justin Herbert and the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try to...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Williams. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, the #6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Brings up Herbert now. He'll go underneath with it, finding Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
first down, Cincinnati.
Herbert. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and 1.
There's Freeman.
39-yard line.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38, Mayfield. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Williams now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
46-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Left side complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This to Jarwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Bengals.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen to Booker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Gain of 4 yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and the Colts pick it up. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Bailey now for the extra point.
Point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is Jakeem Grant. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Grant on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Unbelievable.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by Hollister.
Herbert's pass.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Dumping this off underneath to Booker. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Herbert on first down now. And Dixon over the middle.
Herbert's pass complete.
7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And a Bengal first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught at the 8.
Complete to Jack.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Mayfield on first down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cincinnati.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Colts 14.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun handoff to Booker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Herbert, not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Herbert's an important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass intended for Tyrell Williams.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
first down, Cincinnati.
Freeman fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Number 28, Royce.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Herbert.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Goal, Cincinnati.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back to throw here, Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Booker. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Devontae Booker. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Devontae Booker that's able to finish it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Williams to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's
operating from the gun. Herbert. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Neville Gallimore drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. This to Jarwin. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The return man is Grant. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball,
so they should get another shot.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by a field goal. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Mayfield. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Jarwin.
And his throw here's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Mayfield to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
On second down now, Booker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Herbert. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.